Alright, take a look at that. This is a shrimp dish. This is shrimp marinated with lime juice, garlic, set on a bed of bow tie pasta with sweet peppers and Kalamata olives and artichokes. The bread is a whole grain bread with garlic butter on top. If you'd like to learn how to make this wonderful little dish, just keep watching and you're going to find out. This is some really good eating right here. Alright, I wanted to share with you one of these recipes that I just sometimes create spontaneously. So today I decided, I want some shrimp. I want to dress it up unique, but I want an interesting flavor to it. Now, what I want to do is I want to take some shrimp, and I have some medium shrimp here, and I have about 36 of those. I'm going to add in some of this garlic and some lime juice. Now, here's something you need to know. If you're going to add lime juice to a meat that's very delicate, like shrimp or any other fish, or pork, like pork tenderloin, that is going to start cooking the meat the minute it hits it. Okay? So I have to expect some cooking to occur prior to my putting this on the grill and smoking it. Okay? It's going to be a little chemical cooking going on here. So when you look at this shrimp next, you might see some white edges on it. Alright, that's not going to be too unusual. However, I want to limit how much lime I use on this. Excuse me, I might have said I use lemon here. I'm using lime juice, and I want to use just a small amount. Here we go. And let's take some of this garlic. Just put a little of this down in here, and I want about, a teaspoon and a half of garlic, which I believe I have there. Now, I just want to take this, mix it together. We're going to be using these skewers to skewer this up and to smoke it on a grill. Now I have my grill heating, and it has some wood chips on it. It's got some mesquite chips on it. I like that good mesquite Texas flavor. There we go. That's all that's going to take. And these don't have to marinate for very long. They will only need to marinate for about 10, maybe 15 minutes. And I can skewer them up and put them on the grill. Now today, with my shrimp that I was going to be cooking with lime and nice smoke, I decided to do an extra dish on the side. Right now I'm preparing some bow tie pasta, boiling that up. And what I'm going to do with that bow tie pasta, let's move right over this way. I'm going to take some artichokes. I have a couple of cups of artichokes here. Some sweet peppers, red and yellow. Also some Kalamata olives. Now I'm going to combine those in the skillet. I'm going to add in a little bit of balsamic vinegar. We're going to be using some olive oil with that. Add garlic, salt, and just a little bit of some white wine. Okay. We're going to saute that in the skillet, add it with the bow tie pasta, toss them together, and we're going to use that as a bed underneath those beautiful shrimp. Okay, so what we have coming up is going to be a very unique dinner, and this is something I'm inventing as we go. Alright, it looks like my grill is starting to smoke, so I'm going to go ahead and start to skewer up some of this shrimp. Now what I want to do is simply pull some of this out of the oil. If you remember, I mentioned these would look a little bit white on the edges, and sure enough, that has started to cook their edges. That's going to happen every time that you put something real acidic against a really tender flesh like that. Be prepared for that. Okay? Now watch what I do. See how I'm putting 2 skewers through there? There's a reason for that. When you go to cooking these suckers, sometimes they like to spin around on the skewer. That's no fun. So, use 2 of them. Skewer it in 2 locations, just like so. Push that shrimp right up on there, nice and gentle. Now if you'll notice, I alternate sides. I'll do tail to head. Okay? Sometimes the skewers, being thick like this, will actually split the meat. Don't worry if that happens. So far I'm getting lucky on it, but more than likely one of them or two of them will split on me. Okay? So just take this and keep filling your skewers up, and I like to fill them up and get a little bit of space in between them, not a lot, just a tiny bit, just so the smoke can get around the shrimp. Once each one of them has about 6 or 7 shrimp on it, then take it and set that aside. Or you can go ahead and fill them up and do a whole bunch of shrimp. And it just depends on how you want your plates to be set up. Okay? So, as you see I'm doing here, just keep working your shrimp on there. Tail to head. It'll come out just fine. And when we put that on the grill, I can put it on the grill just like this, and they will cook absolutely wonderfully. Okay? Okay, let's get down to what I'm going to do with these vegetables now. I've got my saute pan, and it's gotten nice and hot. So what I'm going to do, we're going to put just a little bit of olive oil in there. Now remember, when you're heating a pan to put olive oil in, don't overheat it, because that oil can smoke real easy, okay? Now, I'm going to take my 2 cups of artichokes, put those in there. We're just going to let this cook and let all of these flavors marry together. Add in a little bit of salt, some garlic, a little bit of balsamic vinegar. We just want to bring the acid up in this just slightly and add a unique flavor to it. But watch out, that balsamic can overwhelm it, so not too much of it. Now, the smell of that is just wafting through the air. That's calmed it down a bit. And just a little bit, as soon as this is cooked through, and it doesn't take long, I'm going to take my bow tie pasta, toss it with this, and then I'm going to use this on the plate right underneath our shrimp skewers. Now, I also have here just a little bit of chablis, okay? That's only about a 1/4 cup, and I'm not going to even use that much of it. But just as I'm getting ready to finish this up, I'm going to put a little bit of that in there, stir it in, let it cook just for a moment longer, and then add that pasta in there. And this was just going to enhance it a little bit. Alright, now it has cooked down well. It's starting to get tender on the peppers, and those artichokes, when they start to kind of break apart lightly, you know you're just about there. You want to go ahead, put in just a little bit of this wine. There we go. Maybe a little over 1/8 of a cup. That took it right in. Add just another tablespoon. Okay, let's put some of that bow tie pasta in there. I cooked this up just a little bit earlier. Go. And then tossed it with a little olive oil. There we go. This is going to be wonderful underneath that shrimp. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Alright. We'll let that finish warming in there for a moment. Let that wine, the alcohol finish cooking out on it. And that is going to be a finished course. Look at that. Beautiful, aren't they? Now I've just pulled these off the grill. I have mixed up here a little mixture of butter and some lime juice, and I'm just going to take that and we're going to brush it straight over those little guys. Look at that. Now it does not take long to cook shrimp on the grill, so expect those little shrimps to cook down in about 3 to 4 minutes. It doesn't take any more than that, and you need your grill set up to about a medium heat, okay? There we go. all that. It's just going to be delightful, isn't it? I can't wait to dig into this. Alright, there. Got that brushed. We're ready to plate up. There you have it, all plated up and looking good. We have here some garlic bread, and of course you saw the pasta dish that we did with vegetables there, and the marinated shrimp that's marinated in lime and garlic.